Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another van life session. Right now, I don't know. Feel like smoking a blunt, recording. Don't really have anything else to do besides that. So, I'm gonna tell a story I just remembered too, because I was telling one story. Herbert, stop guarding the food. Herbert's guarding the food right now from Dengle. Let Dengle eat, Herbert. Sometimes Herbert could be a jerk like that. So, yeah, I know one smoke session I was telling a story, then of course I had a brain fart and I couldn't remember. So, Herbert, eat it. Don't guard it. So yeah, as I was sitting there and talking about it, I was like, man, what was I talking about? And for some reason, I just remembered. So, I guess I'm just gonna smoke some weed, tell some backpacking stories. That's about it right now. So, anyway, I'll get to the story. So, this is when I was out in Nashville. I hung out there for a couple weeks there. Had a tent set up right outside Tent City. Well, a little tent area, not really a tent city there. But it was out past the TA station there on the tracks. And I kept my tent set up, kept stuff in there. No one ever messed with it or anything like that. My own little section in the woods. It was nice, beautiful, you know? Half a mile walk into the city, pretty much, you know? So, the one night, I was just out hanging out. I said I never panhandled. I never asked for money. People would give me money. I would deny money and stuff like that. But sometimes people would get mad because I had my dog with me, a backpack. So they're like, "Oh, take money. You're traveling and stuff." I'd be like, "No, I'm good. I'm good, man." They give me money. So, but the one night, it was probably like 2 or 3 in the morning. I was heading back from the city, going to camp. There's a guy with a bike playing the harmonica, on the bridge, like between Broadway, at the end of Broadway, across the bridge, and like the TA station is right there, the pedestrian bridge. So he saw me and the dog walking. He stopped us. He was like, "Hey man, you know, yada yada." We were talking, telling our stories, and he was telling me he was riding the bike for 30 years, riding his bike around the country, you know. And I was like, "Damn." He said, "Yeah, he did it in his 20s. Now he's like in his 50s." I said, "You ever plan on stopping?" He was like, "Nah, I'll stop when I fall over on my bike and die." I said, "Damn, man, that dude was awesome, you know. That dude, like, super cool." I believe his name was Badger. I was sitting there. I was talking to him for like an hour, you know, and he was showing me all this wraps he makes and stuff like that. And then he pulled out these 2 like snakes that he made, and they were big. They were like 4 feet long, made out of wrapping wire, you know, like the copper wire, whatever the hell it is. So and they were heavy. They were like 40, 50 pounds. They were really heavy, you know. They weren't like 40 pounds, but they were like 20, 30 pounds or something like that. And they were a snake, like a 4-foot long snake. And then on the eyes, he had beads for the eyes. And then he made a rattle too, so it had a little rattle and it would shake and stuff like that when you shook the tail. I was like, damn, man, those things were awesome. Then he had a whole bag full of all these rock wraps, some with coins and stuff like that. So he ended up giving me one, and yeah, here it is. I'll show this guy to you. This is like one of my most prized possessions, you know, right here. It's just a little keychain, but it's all one piece. And on this side, there's a yin, the lotus flower there. So I said, damn, man. I'm like, that's really badass, man. And it's all just one continuous piece. I got smoke in my eye, sorry. But yeah, I'm like, man, this thing is so cool. And like this, right here, this keychain is like one of my most prized possessions right here. Even these going through. These side pieces aren't like separate. They all bend. It's kind of hard to show on the camera. But you see how it's all just one piece. Kind of weaving through there. I'm like, damn, man. So he's been making these for a hot minute. And it's amazing. Got rocks in there firm. And I've had this like 5 years now. And I carried it throughout the backpacking journey and everything like that. And I've still had it. Someone offered me $1 million for it. I wouldn't sell it. Just because this has like sentimental value. You know, I might not be able to ever get another one. So I'd never sell it. Nothing like that. I love it. Easy to carry because it's a keychain. I always hope to run back into Badger, because he's awesome. If anyone's watching this and never met Badger, man, let me know. Let me know your story with Badger and stuff like that. Like I said, I saw him playing the harmonica. He could play the hell out of the harmonica. I think I might have drank a beer with him because he was out there drinking beer or something, or taking a swig of his whiskey or whatever he was drinking. He was drinking something. I can't really remember the full details, but it was like it was in November and stuff like that, right before Thanksgiving. And he was saying he was out there a couple years ago around that time, and when he was out there the last time, someone jumped off the bridge when he was sitting on there. I was like, damn. Then, yeah, so, but that was the last time I saw him, the only time I've seen him, and I've been hoping in my life to run into him again. He was a cool guy, I just want to talk to him again and stuff like that. He's riding his bike for 30 years just around the country. I said, damn, man, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful way to live. Anyone's ever thinking about like backpacking, whether it's just backpacking to the next state on trails or just back roads and stuff like that, 100% I highly recommend doing it. I'm probably going to do it again sometime soon. Like I said, next year I might do a cross-country bike ride. I want to within the next year or two. I want to do a cross-country bike ride. I want to do like a ride for rescues, raise money and stuff like that, give it to shelters. Not give money to shelters, but I'll raise money from town to town, whatever. I raise $5,000. I'll take however much for some shelters, stop by them, maybe try to do like an adoption event with them, sync up days and everything, do like a festival maybe or something like that, where people come sell their goods and percentages of that goes to like the shelters. But we'll buy them a bunch of food. We'll help pay for vaccines and whatnot. We'll do all that stuff. So, but that's a future trip plan, because that backpacking for that 11 and a half months, man, that was like the best thing I ever did, man. It was like just amazing. Met amazing people. Yeah, great places, man. I was able to link up with a lot of homies again. Some weird people though, like the one time out of Nashville, the guy saw me leaving like a bodega, and he was like, hey, he was at a red light. He was like, hey, you got a second? I was like, hey, what's up? He was like, oh, meet me over here in the parking lot. So we pulled over into the parking lot. I went over there and was talking to him, and he was like, hey, man, you interested in some work? I was like, you know what type, you know? He said, well, and this is how he worded it, because it was super, super creepy. He told me, he said, I'm looking for a body, man. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy? You're looking for a body? So he's like, yeah, I'm looking for a body, man, because tomorrow I have my test, because I'm becoming a licensed masseuse. So I need to practice on someone tonight to get practicing. So I'll give you a massage and this and that, a full body massage. I'll take you back to my place. When I have dogs there and everything like that. I live 45 minutes away. I could drop you back off wherever you want and stuff like that. I was like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I found it, and he was like, well, I know it sounds weird, but I stopped you because you're backpacking and stuff like that, so I know your muscles must hurt and everything like that, so I figured you'd be a good person to practice on. And in my thinking, I'm like, he's probably going to kill me because he thinks I have no family because I'm backpacking out here on the streets. He don't know where I'm from, what I'm doing. He might think I'm a drug addict that no one cares about or something like that, you know? So, hey. So, but he did have a West Point shirt on, West Point Military Academy, and I grew up right outside of there. So I was like, you're from West Point? He was like, yeah, I graduated from there. And I was like, oh, cool. I grew up from outside of there, you know? So, but then, yeah, then he still wanted to talk. He was like showing me pictures of his dogs and stuff like that. Then I kept saying, no, I don't want to go, man. I'm good, man. And then he was like, hey, because I could also give you a Western Union number, and when I give you the Western Union number, you go to wherever Western Union is, and it gives you $250. And I was like, you could have gotten one of your friends to do this. You're saying you're going out the night before, 45 minutes away in Nashville, looking for homeless people to give massages. I said, man, and then offering him money and stuff like that. I said, this dude is weird right here. Too weird, man. He's probably like a serial killer or something like that. So yeah, so that was a weird experience. And that was out in Nashville. Like I said, there were a lot of good experiences. Met a lot of great people out there and stuff like that. Austin, Texas was cool as shit. Louisiana was great because I have family down in Louisiana. So I made it down there for Mardi Gras, man. And like I said, we had a blast down there for that. Mardi Gras was great. Great times, great food. Charlie, Cody, Christina, what's up, you guys? You know, you guys ever watch this? I don't know. You might not. I don't really tell people about this, you know. So tell people about the YouTube because I feel weird about doing that. So I just kind of upload it, and it is what it is. Someone sees it, someone sees it. I don't know. But I'm going to start promoting it though, because I probably should. You know. But anyway, back to backpacking. Yeah. So and when I left my cousins in Louisiana, and I'll tell a whole detailed story from start to like finish, pretty much, you know. And when I left my cousins, he was like, "Oh, I'll take you to Lake Charles," because they were in Raceland, Louisiana. So he was like, "I'll take you to Lake Charles." I was like, "Yes," because what is it? Up on Cripple Creek by the band. He's like, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Yeah, so I was like, damn, that's one of my favorite songs. It's my favorite, one of my favorite bands. The band, classic band. You know, they sing Atlantic City, The Wait, Take a Load Off Banny, Up on Cripple Creek. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Rag Mama Rag, Acadian Driftwood. You know, all those good classics, you know. See, I was like, hell yeah. So as soon as I got there, I put on that song, man. I was walking through Lake Charles, Louisiana. I was like, yeah, man. I even camped out there for the night, you know. That was one of the hardest parts, but funnest parts, because I like to set up my tent, you know. So like some places was hard to find a tent. So I think the most I ever did in a day was like 25 miles. I usually try to do like anywhere from like 10 to 20. You know, usually about averaging 15 when I would just walk, because I had my dog and stuff like that. I had a lot of stuff in my pack. So yeah, I average 15, usually. And like, we had it down good, you know? Like certain places, like walking on the Natchez Trace, I could walk a mile, like 12 minutes. Yeah, I had a mile down to 12 minutes walking it with my dog, big ass backpack on. We were good. We were like banging out the miles quick. So we could just like chill for the night, cook dinner and stuff like that, you know. So the one night we had a mountain lion and stuff like that lurking around the tent. Just as I got done cooking dinner and got in there was a mountain, and that was in Virginia. And whew, that shit was scary, man. I was yelling at the cat to get away. I was you know, to the cat, hoping it went away, you know. And I didn't go outside the tent for the rest of the night. It was lurking at like 7 o'clock. It was still early too. I was like, damn. Because I have a Kelty, what is it, a Grand Mesa 2-person tent, you know, so a Grand Mesa 2 maybe. Great tent. I've had it for years and years. And I love that tent. If I ever have to get another one, which it's about due time. I'll probably just pick up another one of them perfect tents. But yeah, so we were in there, and it's a 2-part tent. It's got the just like the mosquito netting kind of, you know, with like a guard down on the bottom. Not the bottom isn't mosquito netting, just up at the top's all mosquito netting. And then there was like a rain flap, a rain cover you could attach to it, buckled to it. So I just kind of had like it nestled in some trees, almost perfect area. And all around us was big grass, because I was in like an old coal mining factory or something like that. I'm assuming it was shut down. It looked like it was, you know. All the tracks there were all overgrown. Everything was all overgrown and stuff like that. So fuck it, I'll just dip in here real quick. Set up camp, you know. Cook dinner. If it wasn't raining and when it was warm out and stuff like that, I would have just the rain or just a mosquito netting tent set up. But I would have I try to find trees to where I could have like the rain cover hanging on some branches, so that way I could just poop, take it right off real quick and put it on there if need be, you know, because some nights it would start raining and stuff like that. So that's how I did that. But yeah, that night that mountain lion was there, yeah. So I was like, damn, I know that's a mountain lion for sure, because I heard something, like, because there were leaves and branches and stuff like that. So I heard something, and I was like, it's not a deer. Didn't sound like a bear. Didn't sound like a squirrel, like jumping through the leaves. Or I was like, what the fuck is that, man? And I'm looking, because this is in the fall time too. This is like October, so everything's like colored. So it's hard to see a tan cat when everything's orange and yellow and stuff like that. So I was like, damn, where is it, man? What is it? Looking, and I hear it, and all of a sudden it pops out. I'm like, oh, whoa. So my dog gets up and stuff like that. He's sniffing at the tent. And I'm just like, stop, get. Start yelling at him and stuff like that. My heart dropped. Scared of mountain lions, man. They'll fuck you up, you know? So then he just lurks around for a few minutes and then goes off to my left. When I was laying down on my back, it was to my left, but it was right as I walked in to the thing. I went up some street and then I went to the left, and the like old coal mining factory thing, up like going up this mountain road or something like that. So then when I walk in, there's all like this big grass in the back and stuff. So I didn't go that far back, but I was right next to it, and that's where he went in. So I was like, damn, man. So I went to sleep that night. Early in the next morning, we just broke down the tent real quick, hitched it out of there real quick, man. Well, not hitched it, but just like got out of there. And then fucking I got down to the gas station, because there was a gas station like 2 miles down. So, but once I got on the street, I felt a lot better. But, and I always felt good with my dog, but I was just like, I didn't want to be near that tall grass and have that mountain lion waiting there. So I'm like, so let me go ask the people at the gas station if there are mountain lions here. They're like, yeah, there are mountain lions lurking around here and stuff like that. You gotta be careful. I was like, damn, yo, it's fucking crazy, man. It's lurking around. One part of I'll get closer. It's getting dark. I don't want to turn on the light because it'll make it weird. I'm about to log off anyway though, because I gotta go get ready to get some dinner before the place closes, because it closes 7:30. It's almost 7 right now. I think it's like 6:40. So, but yeah, just a little bit of stories, you know, not too much. One day I'll do more. I'll do a whole length of it, you know, just in parts though. So yeah, so for this smoke sesh though, I'm smoking still on the blueberry cookies. I actually picked up another ounce of it because it's really nice. So yeah, just give me the blueberry cookies. It's in a Dutch Masters wrap, the blue 3-pack one. If you're watching, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, you know. Spread the positive vibes, stay positive, you know, stay up, stay blessed, everyone, and take care of yourselves, take care of others, you know, give everyone a chance, you know, and yeah, again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. All right, peace.